National security in the early 18th century often turned on a broken wax seal or a conversation over crystal goblets. This front page from the American Weekly Mercury, dated Tuesday, February 2nd, 1720, serves as a primary intelligence record. These columns synthesize unfolding reports from 4 major European power centers, providing a single, dense briefing on the period's geopolitics. The Mercury tracks a period where state survival depended on identifying internal threats and monitoring foreign correspondence. These reports document clandestine movements occurring in the same space as the rigid protocols of the European aristocracy. The briefing begins in the Imperial Court of Vienna, where armed guards arrested a high-ranking official for treason. From the Dutch Republic, British agents successfully intercepted Scottish plotters and seized a vital cache of encrypted letters. In Paris, the French court held an ordination ceremony marked by staggering royal excess. And out of London, the paper tracks academic appointments and the movements of the British crown. These colonial dispatches provide a unified record of how 18th-century global statecraft functioned. The first dispatch from Vienna, dated October 7th, details Count de Nempth being brought before the Imperial Council, carried in an armed chair and guarded by soldiers. He faced charges of maintaining a secret correspondence with the Court of Madrid. Following the arrest, the state revoked his ceremonial gold key and ordered his wife to retire to the country, ending their access to the court. The investigation utilized high seas intercepts. Admiral Byng provided the Imperial Court with letters that exposed the Count's correspondence. Domestic intelligence also played a role. A valet confessed his master's secrets to a priest. The father confessor moved this information up the chain of command to Prince Eugene, prioritizing state security over religious confidentiality. To finalize the case, the state brought Abbot Cini from a prison in Milan to Vienna to confront the Count. The Vienna operation shows how the state secured its interests through both naval intercepts and the exploitation of private confessions. Shifting to the Dutch Republic, a dispatch from The Hague details a maritime interception. M. Walters, British resident at Rotterdam, halted a ship preparing to sail for Spain. 4 men were arrested on board: John Hepburn, Archibald Johnson, David Nairn, and James Brown. These Scottish dissidents were collaborating with the Spanish crown, a direct threat to the stability of the British government. Agents seized a collection of papers and letters from the vessel, most of which were written in ciphers. These ciphers were sent to the Earl of Cadogan and opened specifically in the presence of state lords to preserve the chain of custody. The locations of these arrests reveal a pattern. Both the Scottish dissidents in Rotterdam and the Count in Vienna were linked to a central node, the Court of Madrid. Seizing ciphers in a neutral Dutch port shows the geographic reach of British intelligence in 1720. In Paris, on October 15th, the newspaper records a high-profile religious and social event. Madame d'Orléans, the youngest daughter of the Duke Regent, received her benediction as the Abbess of Chelles. The scale of the celebration was defined by the attendance of the princes of the blood. The dispatch records the menu in detail: 800 covered dishes, served up with every available delicacy. While Vienna and Rotterdam tracked clandestine plots, the French court utilized this hyper-visible display to project institutional power. In 1720, political power was projected through aristocratic spectacle, as well as military force or counterintelligence. On the second page, a report from London dated October 15th covers domestic administrative shifts. Dr. Sherlock resigned his mastership of Catherine Hall in Cambridge, a notable change in the university's leadership. Dr. Sherlock's simultaneous roles as Master of the Temple and Dean of Chichester show administrative links between church and academia. The column also provides logistical updates, reporting the king is expected to return next month. Reporting university resignations alongside royal travel itineraries shows the formalized structure of the British domestic hierarchy. These disparate events share the same physical page, linked by the trade and courier routes of the 18th century. The dispatches document a dual reality: the public excess of 800 covered dishes and the hidden surveillance of encrypted ciphers. The common geopolitical thread is the movement of agents tied to Madrid, tracked through the continent by regional intelligence networks. These columns reveal an interconnected 18th century Europe, where the fate of nations moved between the shadows of espionage and the illuminated banquet tables of royalty.
The Daily Dispatch, history in print.